Hey guys, this is Neon and I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk a little bit about Disney animation and in particular pitching an animated project to Disney. And the reason we're talking about this is because we've actually pitched animated projects to Disney before.
Yes.
So what we're actually going to show you is one of our animated pitches from, I think it was 2015.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
And it was for a
proof of concept.
It was a proof of concept for a show that was sort of a parody homage to Power Rangers, a lot of 90s action shows. Was not done in CalArt style.
No, and it was also done in like less than a week, so it's pretty cringy.
It's very cringy. So what happened was that we actually entered the Disney XD by Maker competition, which they had when Maker Studios was still a thing, and they were looking for not just one-off shows or one-off episodes to run on the Disney XD channel on YouTube, but they were also looking for series pitches, and they really, really liked the verbal pitch we gave them for this series. And they wanted us to come up with a proof of concept, which we did. And like Geeky Sparkles said, it's very, very cringy because it was done very, very quickly. We literally had about a week or two to throw it together to make the deadline to get the idea out there. Now, had this continued, they would have actually paid for, I think, a more polished version of like a pilot episode or a short. That did not happen because Maker imploded. So
around the same time.
Around the same time. So once Maker Studios imploded, they basically released those of us that were sort of waiting on to hear back from our contracts, and we were free to take it elsewhere.
We've had permission to run it forever.
We just haven't posted it online.
Mostly because we're busy.
So this is the first time we've actually publicly shown Super Team MM3. So the cringe is real, guys, but...
Yeah, we just watched it. We're like, oh, I forgot how bad that was.
But we're going to put it out there, and then we'll talk a little bit about it after this.
My name is Cassidy Jones. Friends call me CJ. In the early 1990s, my father was the breakout star of a kids' TV show called SOS, the Super Team of Science. Each week, teenagers would battle the kaiju, giant monsters sent from outer space to wreak havoc on our town. At the end of every episode, they would pilot the Mega Mech Mark I to victory. The show was crazy popular. Practically every kid in America watched it. It became a pop culture phenomenon. And then, it was suddenly canceled before the last episode even aired. The actors who played the SOS team moved on to other things. My father had a promising music and acting career ahead of him, but one box office bomb later, and he's doing the comic convention circuit and starring in direct-to-video movies like Narwhalstrom and Narwhalstrom 2. And that was the end of SOS. But what if I told you that the show was real? What if I told you that all of these battles actually happened, but that no one remembers it? Not even the stars of the show. Yeah, I was surprised too. Now, the kaiju have suddenly returned, and it's up to me to pick up where my father's team left off. Me, an ordinary high school freshman. I mean, seriously, I don't have time to fight giant monsters right now. Thankfully, I've got help. The children of the original SOS team have been brought together by mysterious circumstances to pilot the Mega Mech Mark III. Tyler is an uber fan of the original SOS TV series. In fact, he knows more about it than even my dad. His obsessive, compulsive knowledge of the original kaiju may be just what we need to give us the advantage over the new monsters. Ellie is an online video star and one of the best gamers on the planet. Oh, and did I mention that she's living a double life as a hacker? Definitely useful. Then there are the twins, Dawn and Dawn. No, I'm serious. Their parents actually named them that. I call them D1 and D2. It's just easier that way. When they're not fighting, these two make a great team. Finally, we have Riker. His dad was the original leader of SOS, but went missing years ago. He's a bit of a loner, and I'm not sure what his deal is. We really need his help, so I hope he's with us. I hope. Together with another 90s icon, Dr. Dave the Science Dude, we make up Team MM3. Time to save the world.
Okay, so yeah, that wasn't wasn't the best work, but again, that was a proof of concept, which they basically needed just to get the basic idea of what the show was going to be about before getting permission to spend a bunch of money to make a pilot. And, but like we said, yeah, Maker Studios imploded not long after that. The pilot never got made. We got paid for the idea, though. We got paid
we did.
really, really well for it. So
We got full funding on both things we did.
So, I mean, but so that was us pitching a series to Disney XD. A few years later, they came out with a similar series that was live action.
Well, no, it was actually, no, to be fair, they already had optioned the series for live action, but a bunch of stuff in the series, and the name changed after our pitch, which is,
Yeah. So
it could be coincidental.
It could totally be coincidental. I mean, the thing is, in Hollywood, Disney especially, they buy a lot more concepts than they actually use.
Yeah, sometimes they sit on them on purpose so you can't, this looks a lot like the movie we're doing, so we'll just option that and then not do anything with it for years.
Well, that has happened. Disney has actually optioned things that were similar to other projects they had going on just to tie them up.
Yes.
This happens with books all the time. Like, if they know they have a movie
they don't come out and say that, but it's just,
I mean, if they know they have a movie coming out soon or within the next, 5 or 6 years, they'll actually, I mean, I've heard of them doing this. They'll just option it so they can sit on it. Yeah, we're not really sure what, if anything will ever happen with this idea. We were kind of into it at the time. Maybe someday we'd turn it into a comic series or something.
Yeah, that's what I would probably do.
Yeah, so not sure, but we just thought we'd share it with you that we actually did do some, pitches for Disney. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the things that we can actually show you.
Yeah, a lot of times we can't show things.
A lot of times we can't.
Sign those pesky legal agreements and you can't do things. So
yeah, so this was one that we were released from. And again, it's been 3 years. So
we figured it was okay now.
Yeah, hopefully. And if
it isn't, then you'll hear about it.
If the video gets taken down, then it wasn't okay. But
then you'll hear about it.
Maker Studios doesn't even exist anymore, really. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's a problem.
All right, guys. So stay tuned to Clownfish TV for more pop culture videos, gaming videos, art videos,
rant videos.
We will talk a little bit about some of the things we've worked on and some of our opinions on the art, animation, comic book industry, and all that sort of jazz. So talk to you later.
Bye.